The time has come. We are back with NFL picks. That's right. We are back again with some picks, although this time I'm making some small tweaks, calling an audible, if you will. Omaha! We needed to make a change. I was tired of losing you guys money. I was tired of you guys coming to me complaining like, John, your picks are terrible. I'm banking on you. I'm taking my whole paycheck. I'm taking my mortgage. My wife is going to leave me. Yes, I don't want to be responsible for ended marriages. I believe in marriage. I'm married. I love my wife. Please. Scaling down. Instead of picking every game against the spread, we're going to narrow it down to 5. I'm going to get you some money. We're going to go 5 for 5. We're going to start going perfect now. Here's the picks. Let's get right into it. Dolphins versus the Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 2.5. And look, let's be honest. The Dolphins beat up on the Patriots last week. But what do we know about the Dolphins? They beat the bad teams. They still have yet to beat a team with a winning record. And let's say it together. What does Kansas City have? A winning record. That's right. Thanks for your participation. Thanks for repeating that. That was kind of cool. That was a cool moment for us. So since the Chiefs have a winning record, they are a favorite, which makes all the sense in the world. And guess who I'm going to pick? I'm going to pick the Chiefs to cover the 2.5 points. Until the Dolphins beat a team with a winning record, not going to believe that they can. Cardinals taking on the Browns. Browns favored by 8. I'm going to pick the Browns to cover. But here's what I want to bring to your attention. Clayton Tune should be making his first start. As of right now, as of the recording of this video, Clayton Tune is set to start for the Arizona Cardinals. That's music to my ears. I think this kid is going to be the Cardinals franchise quarterback going forward. I think this is step 1 in that process. I think Clayton Tune is going to be fantastic. Now, this Browns defense is excellent. This Browns defense has made better quarterbacks look like trash. Go just back a couple weeks and look at what they did to Brock Purdy. They put you guys are now questioning Brock Purdy. That's because of that Browns defense. I like Clayton Tune to show some promise here. But the Browns, of course, will win by 8 because this defense versus a rookie quarterback spells some disaster. But I just want you guys to look at Clayton Tune and watch how it looks because I think you're going to be quite impressed with the way he plays versus Browns team. Texans minus 2.5 versus the Bucks. Look, the secret's out. Okay, we all thought that maybe, just maybe, average-ass Baker Mayfield was turning things around. He was really good to start the year. But as the weather starts to change, as the teams start to get the film on you and they figure out what you're trying to do, he goes right back to looking like average Baker. That's what he is. Now, C.J. Stroud is coming off of a loss to Carolina, a game in which he was going head-to-head versus his draft counterpart in Bryce Young, and things didn't look as great as they could have. I was not as impressed with his performance as I wish I could have been, or as I was expecting him to do. I expect him to come back in this game versus the Bucks, who are not very good. I expect him to come out and have a much better game. At this point in the season, we are beyond the halfway point now. This is when I think the Texans start turning things up for Stroud and start pushing the ball a little bit more and getting away from the safer, let's ease you into this and start taking more chances. I think his confidence is growing and growing and growing, and he's ready to have one of those games where he breaks out and does something spectacular. So the Texans favored by 2.5. I'm going with the Texans. Giants taking on the Raiders. Raiders favored by 2. The Raiders coming off of just firing, hot off the press. They're still in the process of throwing Josh McDaniels' trash out the window. They are done with him, and for good reason. What do I think the Raiders are going to do? You might be thinking, ooh, they're going to be in a little bit of chaos, a little bit of disarray, but I don't think so. They are going to come into this game, be revitalized and re-energized. They finally got that bozo out of town, and they're going to go back to just playing football. I like the Raiders to beat the dog snot out of the Giants. The Giants are a mess. Who's even playing quarterback? I don't know. Are they going to throw a pass? I don't know. But Raiders are going to beat the crap out of them. They're going to beat the dog snot out of them. Take the Raiders and the points. This is going to be ugly early, and it's going to be a long afternoon for those Giants and their fans. Finally, we got the Cowboys taking on the Eagles. Eagles favored by 3. Said it before, I'll say it again. I don't believe in Dak Prescott at all to get the job done. But it's not the playoffs. It's not a Super Bowl. He's not winning a title this Sunday. What he is doing, though, is he's going up against the Eagles, who in his career as a starter, he's 8-3 against them. He completes 68% of his passes versus that team, about 250 yards a game, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 99 quarterback rating. So what do I expect come Sunday? Much of the same. He's going to have that type of a game. And if what we saw last week with CeeDee Lamb and he were an indication of how they want to start doing things going forward, I think CeeDee Lamb can have a big day as well. I think you got to watch out for the tight ends. Ferguson's coming on as a top target for Dak Prescott. I think also Cooks can get into the action. I think this Cowboys team beats the Eagles. It seems to be what they do. The rivalry, the familiarity with each other. The Cowboys team is just set to beat this Eagles team. I think that's their focus, with how can we beat the Eagles. I think they get it done this week. I think they beat the Eagles, take the Cowboys. Those are my picks. Look, as I said, I am here to make you money. I want to be right. I want to get these picks good. I want you to win and be happy. Go into Sunday night, get your freak on with your wife because you just won some extra money for the house. That's what it's all about. We will be back next week to see how these picks went. Place your bets. Trust in me. I got you. This week, we're doing it for love. I'll catch you guys next week.